Yes, this is our little...
Holding open possibilities eternally.
Say it again. Holding
open possibilities eternally. That might be new for somebody, for some people.
Possibilities eternally.
Now, could it take different time to heal from this than this?
Sure.
Right. But are they both perfect?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And how many times have you actually naturally gone through this process, but it took 5 years? Right? If you're going to come to the same conclusion that it was perfect and that you get to show it love in 1 minute or 1 day with a piece of paper and a pen that you would in 5 years, wouldn't you like to save yourself some of that time?
Yeah.
And until you solve it, you're holding this energy. So the sooner that you get out of this, the sooner you start manifesting this. And what is this? This is love. This is spirit. This is positive energy.
Light.
This is light. This is high vibration. You're literally changing your vibration. We're like radios.
Power.
We can change our frequencies. But only we can. We're in charge of the frequency. A lot of crystals, things like that, they hold that frequency. One frequency. We can hold whatever we want.
It's also power. When you're in that list, it's coming from a space of power.
This is power. Yeah. Well, and guess what? Now the space that we've created is coming from the now. But where does all of this reside?
In what we already know. In the tonal. In what I already know.
In my heart.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're made of.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not creating we're not adding on information that we didn't know. We're going back to where we were originally from. So this is all possible because this is what we are made of. Okay?
Minutes, so.
Got it. So now that we've changed our vibrations, we're going to be manifesting from a space of love now. Okay, and the byproducts of that, which are courage, inspiration, compassion, patience, okay? That means that there has to be a manifestation. There has to be an event. Okay, and this is called a checkpoint. You can call it an accomplishment, call it a physical manifestation, whatever. But even in this moment, do you feel different about what we were talking about in the beginning of the class?
Yes.
Okay, so what you're feeling now is shift. You're feeling what I'm talking about in the moment. So, what time is it?
I've got 12:30.
Okay, so 12:30?
12:35.
Okay, so just like you dated when you started, you date when you shift, or you put the time when you shift. I shifted at 12:30. Okay? Now that will be your first event. What comes after that depends on a couple of things. One, if you stay in this. Okay, if you feel yourself slip back up into here and you loop, or whatever they call it, then you recite your third degree again, so you shift back into here, okay? Now, is this a license to just sit on my butt and have the universe serve up whatever it is? No, it can happen, and I've seen it happen. Everybody has different ranges of power of signal, okay? And sometimes it manifests in a couple minutes, sometimes it manifests in an hour. Sometimes it's a matter of actually going and shifting and going to engage with your family member from a space of love. But here now? And will you get different results than if you had created from here? Absolutely. We've watched it happen in our lives, and you'll watch it from this point on. You'll be very aware of the people around you, realizing, well, that's not who they are, but they're definitely operating from there. They deserve a shift, or I just want to get out of here. Something. I'm very energy aware now. It's like currents, the different temperatures in a stream. I know when it's hot, I know when it's cold, I know when I'm in the presence of one or the other. I have watched people find lost money using this process. I've seen people forgive in a time span that I thought would have taken years, but took moments once they changed their perspective, once they realized what power that they had and what they were carrying. I've seen miracles with a piece of paper and a pen. And the reason why we have to do something that's so rudimentary like this is because there's a lot of us on the planet that aren't as advanced as the people in this class. That you get on a deeper level why this works. For them, they may not, but they don't need to. They just need to know the steps. And the faster that we can get more people to shift with us and to shift with the vibration of the planet, the better. Whether it's the 2012 end of the Mayan calendar or it's not. To tip the scales towards light will, for us, has taken a long path. But if we can teach people that it's not hard, then we can really accomplish world peace. By accomplishing inner peace. Because is that what we are? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, trust in the universe, the how, okay? The other side, the flip side of the coin to your checkpoint and manifestation. The how is the universe's deal. Okay? It provides the energy, it provides the mechanics, and you will use wisdom. You will either be able to sit and be in acceptance, or you will have to engage. Depends. In the end, what knowledge have you gained from this PSD? What have you learned from divorce?
That I get from a level space into trust and to just be open for a shift to change by my view.
Absolutely.
Together.
Have you learned that all situations are perfect?
Absolutely.
Even if we don't like them. Right? Even if we don't agree, it doesn't make it any less perfect. Yes?
I've learned that I can open the space for peace to happen.
Absolutely. Did you create a space that you didn't see before? Absolutely. So is that power? Yeah. The conscious mind.
I've learned that when I'm accountable for my space, then it kind of provides a space for other people to be accountable for theirs.
For sure. Accountability. Because you're now operating on the frequency of accountability. So you're broadcasting the frequency of accountability. Yes?
I've learned forgiveness.
Wow.
To a real high degree.
Yeah, absolutely. Was that possible before?
No. I was living way in the day.
Beautiful. What kind of life can you create for yourself from a space of forgiveness? Absolutely, right? There you go. Because the island of issue is very limited. The island of solution is unlimited. Yes?
The biggest thing for me in my divorce was to learn that my happiness is my responsibility.
Wow. So you took accountability for yourself and you took back your power, right? Because things were no longer happening to you, they were happening through you. You're not a victim. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, what are you going to do with the rest of your life if you're not a victim? You're going to go create stuff and be happy.
I'm always at choice.
Yeah. that's another important tool that we've been taught by full-tech shamanism, is that the first tool we're born with is the ability to perceive, the ability to receive and organize information. That is how we give form to our world. The next one is our decisions. Because it doesn't matter what tool that you engage in or whether you do or not. You are going to use your decisions 100 times a day. And how you use those decisions steers the course of your life and the people around you. So when you get back your power of choice, now this was a huge lesson for me. How I got over my addictions was I realized that addiction takes away your power to say no. You are giving away one of your greatest powers away to something that destroys your life. And that pissed me off when I realized that I was doing that. And the amount of power that I received when I quit those things, I don't even like fluoride anymore. No coffee, good food, steam rooms, yoga, exercise. I'm higher than I've ever been, and I have no chemicals in my body finally. Because I got the power back that I was giving away to something that was ruining my life. Or can we be addicted to things other than chemicals? How about abusive relationships?
Yes.
Exercise. Work. Right?
Food.
Food.
Shopping.
Shopping. Money.
So these are all great PSDs.
All wonderful PSD. Insidious ones, those are. The addictions are the tough ones. But once you realize that, once you gain perspective that you're giving your power away to something that does not serve you, you now have the motivation to stop that. So, we started off with some not so fun stuff, right? I mean, we didn't start off from a space of inspiration. We looked at the things that bother us. So the only requirement that this system has is that you have to have the ability to complain. So everybody on earth can do this. It has nothing to do with religion or spirituality at that point. If you can complain, you can transmute energy. We're not creating or destroying it, we are transforming it. And how much negative energy is on the planet right now?
Too much.
Are we going to destroy it? No. Can we avoid it?
No.
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 No, we're going to transform it.
Can we consume it?
No.
We can literally consume this. We can literally consume negative energy instead of fear or avoid it and transform it into philosophy. Yeah.
I think, since you brought up Einstein, I think he's the one who said, knowledge applied equals wisdom.
Absolutely. He also said the most important, and I took notice of this, because when one of the smartest guys in history says one of the most important ... when he says that, I pay attention. Because he didn't say one of the most important things you'll ever learn is relativity. He said the most important thing that you will ever decide is whether you live in a friendly or a hostile universe. This is that decision. This is what he knew, that we were creating our universe, not witnessing it. Smart dude. Love that guy. So the final thing that I'm going to leave you with is really simple. Two things, actually. So the first list, we felt that the energy was heavy, yeah? And if we were to carry that type of energy around, would it be poisonous?
Yes.
And without the processes, it kind of like worthless. Doesn't really do us any good, right? It just kind of drags us down.
Yeah.
Okay? There is a metal that has all of those same characteristics.
Lead.
Is philosophy valuable? And knowledge. Can you create unlimited opportunities with philosophy and knowledge?
Yes.
What metal has those characteristics?
Gold.
You're all now alchemists. You literally have the tools to change the nature of the energy of this planet. And you even have the recipe to teach to other people, regardless of whether I'm there or not. And my angels have given me two very clear messages. One of them is that in all of my lifetimes, this is the one that I get to do what I love and things will work for me. When I don't do what I love, they won't. So it's my choice. And then the other thing that they told me is to just be the message. Not to be the hero. Just deliver the message. And so I feel like those are not just exclusive to me. I feel like that is all of our duties. Yes?
I'd just like to add something that seems to relate so much. A few weeks ago, I was walking through a small town in Long Island. It's called Sag Harbor. And this young man kind of sped by, and on the back of his T-shirt, and why I saw it was interesting. I don't go around reading people's T-shirts. And from behind it said, if you really want peace, stop making war, especially with yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So the book's due out
January 2nd.
the end of November. And we haven't decided whether we're going to have the second part included or not. I would love to. And we are going to be doing a soft release here.
On the 11th, at the 11th.
The 11th, yeah. And then we're going to do a hard release event in Salt Lake City on my birthday. My 33rd birthday in January 2nd. And so what a wonderful gift that gets to be. So thank you so much for opening your hearts and your minds to some stranger. Namaste.